Kieran O'Grady is my name. I'm a thatcher. I've been thatching for the last 34 years. Originally, the idea was I was going to buy old houses and do them up. I thought it'd be handy to know how to thatch them, but it turned out always to be easier to thatch them for somebody else. The sites or whatever kept getting dearer and dearer, and anyway, so I just kept working for other people. When I started, the supply of material was kind of inconsistent and hard to get. So I, as well as thatching, I harvest my own reed, which I supply to other thatchers as well. The reed starts to grow kind of April or May, and it will be fully grown by September, which, you know, it's going to be at least 6 foot tall. But at that point it's still green and has leaves on it. Kind of September, October, November, the growth starts to go back down into the root, and then with the first few frosts the leaves fall off. So then you're left with a golden stem that's very low moisture content in it. So normally you would, in Ireland, you would start to harvest after Christmas. So what we do is we would kind of cut everything we're going to cut, bring it in and just throw it in a field. It's then you have to run it through another machine that takes all the grass and the short bits out of it and then reties the bundle. So then we would stook the bundles, you know, just like you'd stook corn, and let them dry out. And when they're dry, then they're baled into bundles of, say, 50, and then put away into a dry store where they last for as long as you like. There's various ways of fixing thatch, and the most traditional would have been with scallops, which are pieces of hazel and willow that are basically twist them and they have a kind of a spring effect. So they're a staple, and you drive them down into the roof. Traditionally, the rods running horizontally would have been willow or hazel as well, but we've found that bamboo is straighter and lasts longer. It moved on originally from scallops to, well, more in England, they had a crook, which is a very big long nail that was driven down into the rafters, and it had a spar going across, which it cut the rod to all intents and purposes, and then held the reed down. So it's moved on then from that now, where they have a screw fixing, which is a screw with a stainless steel wire coming up out of it and a really big long extension on your drill. You drive that down into the rafter, screw it in, you have the two wires coming up. Now there's another way also that each bundle is tied on individually with a polypropylene twine, and that's normally the method that I would use. Other thatchers prefer probably the screw fixing because it's a little bit, it probably is quicker and easier, but the tying on, each one is tied on individually, and I suppose just the method, you know, the one you prefer.